Lizzo, the flute-wielding force of body-positive anthems and unapologetic joy, has laid bare a profound internal struggle, a erosion of faith in her own musical intuition that has shadowed her path for years. As she hurtles toward the release of her fifth studio album, the 37-year-old artist confesses to a creative drought exacerbated by external pressures and personal tempests, culminating in tracks like Love in Real Life and Still Bad that strayed from her vision. In a raw dialogue that peels back the layers of her effervescent facade, Lizzo admits, "I had forgotten how to trust myself," a revelation that humanizes the hitmaker behind Truth Hurts and Good as Hell. This isn't defeatism but a declaration of rebirth, a fierce vow to seize the reins of her artistry, demanding label support in a pivotal sit-down that promises a return to her soul-bearing roots. Amid the wreckage of 2023-2024's legal maelstrom, her journey underscores the toll of fame on intuition, the courage of course correction, and the triumphant reclaiming of a voice that has long championed self-love for the masses. The genesis of this turmoil traces to a subtle drift, one Lizzo likens to a slow unraveling. "I think, musically, I have been on a path to losing myself for a long time." Her fourth album, Special 2022, was a kaleidoscope of vulnerability, tracks dissecting celibacy, therapy, and queer identity with brass-infused bravado. Yet, post-release, the machinery of stardom intruded. Relentless tours, endorsement deals, and the dopamine drip of social validation. The singles Love in Real Life and Still Bad, dropped earlier this year under Atlantic Records' banner, were label-picked gems that, in hindsight, felt like borrowed skins. Lizzo envisioned them as extensions of her euphoric ethos, flirty odes laced with empowerment, but the final cuts veered toward polish over pulse, leaving her adrift. In Vulture's confessional, she dissects this disconnect. External voices, once collaborators, morphed into overrides, diluting the raw alchemy that birthed her breakthrough. It's a cautionary echo for artists. Success's siren song can drown one's inner compass. The catalyst for confrontation was visceral, a moment of reckoning where complacency cracked. "I sat down at the table and I said, I need to do ***T my way starting from now. And I need y'all to have my back. It's going to be a little scary," she recounts, her words a battle cry in boardroom vulnerability. The response? Unwavering alliance, and everybody agreed and they said, "We got your back whatever you need." This pact with Atlantic marks a watershed, shifting from prescriptive production to participatory partnership. Lizzo, who rose from Minneapolis open mics to Coachella headliner, has always been her own architect, self-taught flautist, plus-size pioneer, but fame's fine print tested that agency. Now her fifth album looms as reclamation. Expect flute flourishes untamed, lyrics that lacerate self-doubt, beats that bounce with reclaimed swagger. Teasers hint at themes of intuition's revival, perhaps sampling her own early demos for a full-circle nod. Layering this introspection are the tempests of 2023 to 2024, when lawsuits from ex-employees alleging harassment and toxic environments blindsided her empire. Filed by 3 former dancers, the claims painted a chaotic tour milieu, alleged drinking-fueled rants, boundary breaches, that clashed with Lizzo's wellness warrior brand. She countered with countersuits decrying false narratives and Hollywood strikes for clout, but the fallout was seismic. Tour cancellations, sponsor pauses, a social media hiatus that felt like mourning. Therapy became sanctuary, where she unpacked not just accusations but accumulated armor, the pressure to embody big girl energy while battling inner critics. "The world wants you perfect, but I'm just human," she reflected, a line that could headline her next track. These scars inform her current arc. Trust isn't just musical, it's holistic, rebuilding from relational rubble to resonant art. Lizzo's oeuvre has always been memoir in motion, from Coconut Oil's DIY Grit, 2016, to 'Cause I Love You's Platinum Catharsis, 2019, where Juice became a self-care siren. Special pushed boundaries, earning Grammy nods but industry side-eyes for its experimental edge. The misfires of late singles taught hard lessons. Algorithms favor familiarity, but Lizzo thrives on friction. Her flute, once a quirky prop, now symbolizes sovereignty, virtuosic solos that interrupt pop's predictability. Collaborators like SZA or Doja Cat might guest, but the vision is hers. A sonic scrapbook of reclaimed instincts, perhaps venturing into gospel-infused ballads or trap-tinged truths. Beyond the booth, Lizzo's advocacy amplifies this narrative. Her YITTY intimates line champions inclusivity, while body positivity speeches at Glamour Awards rally against fat phobia. The lawsuits tested this mantle, prompting reflections on leadership's loneliness, Power without empathy is poison. Emerging wiser, she eyes mentorship, perhaps launching a label for underrepresented voices. Fans, loyal through the fray, flood her pages with affirmations, "You're our truth teller," fueling her fire. As album 5 gestates, Lizzo embodies Phoenix fire. Scared, yes, but surging. Trust, once fractured, rebuilds bolder, a testament that even icons falter, but authenticity anchors. In a music machine that chews creators, her stand screams, "My way or the highway." The result? Not just hits, but healing for her and all who groove to her gospel of self.